Is it something that you sprinkle into your free offer, your lead magnet that gives them the opportunity to come to the next step with you? Do you ever feel stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure about what to do next to grow your business? You are not alone, and this is the podcast for you. Welcome to Boost Your Business by Business Heroes. This is where service based entrepreneurs, whether you're delivering in person, online, or a mix of both, come to get the strategies, the insights, and actionable steps you need to level up your business with clarity, confidence, and impact. So let's dive in. Okay, we are live. This is Boost Your Business Live, and I am Sarah Watts. And today I would like to talk about freebies. I would like to talk about freebies that converts and actually turn potential clients into clients. And that's the topic for today. I think that the name, lead magnet, freebie, opt-in, free offers, those are things that you have heard about before. You probably signed up for something before. You probably have one in your business in some kind of way. But the truth is that there is a lot of freebies that do not convert. And we're going to talk about that today because that's we want the freebies to turn into clients magnets, and I want to talk about how you can make that happen today. So let's talk about the possibility to follow along in this training. I do this training based on our framework. It's called Business Heroes Grid. And the Business Heroes Grid is all for free. It's a freebie. And you can download it for free at businessheroes.vs/grid. And the opt-in is for free and you can get it. But if you stick around for this training, I'll be happy if you are not going that way, but just focusing on this and then grab the freebie. Have that freebie in front of you the next time we do the live, because we're going to use this framework for every single live we do here on out. So I hope that's going to be helpful for you. Okay, so let's talk about the possibility to talk about the obstacles, why freebies do not convert. And there is like three problems that are the biggest ones. And the biggest one when we talk about it is attracting the wrong audience. When we're attracting the wrong audience, we attract the people that love free stuff, but they don't like to buy. Or we have low signups because the freebies are not compelling enough. It's not for your ideal clients. And sometimes when we get people to sign up for our freebies, they go nowhere. There is no follow-up afterwards, or there is no conversation afterwards. And that's on us because we made an awesome freebie. They got attracted to it. They signed up, but after they got the freebie, well, we didn't follow up, and they are happy with what they got, but they lack the communication to take the next step forward with you. And I don't want that to happen to you. So I think that the idea today is to talk about how to avoid this for you, because I think that's something where we do not want to be stuck. And in our business, we are usually stuck when we get people into our like a database or our email sequences, and we feel like, oh wow, we got some people. Let's see if they want to be our clients, and we maybe come too soon with their offer, and it's not a natural path for them. They can't see that path. So let's talk about how we can make that happen in a better way. So what a freebie makes that freebie a lead magnet that is like magnetic for the right people for you, and not for so many people. It's just to not have a wide net, have a very niche down freebie in some kind of way. And the freebie that you give away is going to guide them to the paid offer. And that's really important. Like, it's going to guide them to the paid offer. Because if you're not following up, they don't know how that's going to guide them. So you have to guide them. through that journey. And that is, I press on that so many times, because the follow-up is there where the money is. That's when we have conversations. That's when things are happening, both for our clients and for us. So that's something that we really need to pay attention to. So if we look at the things that you can think about when we are in this way, in the freebie that attracts the right offers, is when you ask yourself questions like, does my freebie solve a small but urgent problem for my ideal clients right now? Urgent. So think about how you can make them feel like you get them, you understand them, you have something that's going to solve their immediate problem. It's going to be a tiny salvation for that problem, or a small problem that's going to have a solution. And when you do, that's going to be really good for them, and they have a really good opportunity to feel what you have to offer, and the way you are treating them with your customer service, the way you communicate. And that is something that's really really important to focus on the end in mind. What's your paid offer, and what problems do they have before the paid offer? And if they want to eventually buy your offer, what do they need to know before? What kind of micro transformation can you give them? What kind of quick win can you give them with your lead magnet to make it easy for them to say yes to your bigger offer when you come with that in that follow-up flow? And another thing that you could think about, is it easy for them to take the next step? Is it something that you sprinkle into your free offer, your lead magnet, that gives them the opportunity to come to the next step with you? Or do you send emails or SMS? Do you call them? What do you do to make it easy for them to take the next step? It's up on you to take care of your process, how you support your customer's journey. You should grab them by the hand and say, hey, I know you. I've been where you are, or I have clients who've been where you are, and I know the way forward to get the results that you want. And here's a micro result that you can get, and let's go into the next step. So the freebie should position you as a solution to the bigger problem. I will say it again. Your freebie should position you as a solution to their bigger problem. And when you do, it's going to be a very clear map for them, a very clear journey where you are taking them by the hand and say, let's go. So I want you to think about the opportunity that you have to not just build your list or just to get more people into your database. This is a lot of people that want to have your help and need your help. And you are using your magnetic you with your expertise and your knowledge and your frameworks or your solutions that you have. But you have to get that in front of the right people. And you have to figure out how you can niche yourself in a way that it actually attracts them, but also repels the people that you do not want to have in your database, that you do not want to have your email list, that you do not want to have there, because you cannot help them. They should be somewhere else. So this is a part of the segmentation to make sure that you are working with the right people all the time in your business. So let's move on to the next and talk about then the biggest mistakes that I don't want you to do. And I don't want you to have to figure out, oh, that would be nice to have. You should actually have something that solves an urgent need. Nothing nice to have. No one ever has filled in a form on a landing page or said yes to attend a session or a webinar or went into any of the free trainings that you might have or free consultants sessions that you have, if they don't feel that they have an urgent need. And if they don't feel that your problem is actually going to solve, your solution is going to solve their problem. No one is going to say, oh, that might be nice to go to, like people don't have time. People feel like there is other people that can help them if it's too blend or too vanilla. So let's think about that. And the same thing is to make the freebie too broad. Like I said, you have to niche yourself, and it has to be connected to your core offer. It should be a natural path to come there. And you should have, like, you should avoid to have no clear follow-up. But usually the clear follow-up is because of we are not clear what we want. We heard somewhere that, oh, you should do a webinar, or you should do a challenge, or you should do a quiz, or you should do a whatever you should do. And you do it, but you don't do a follow-up. And there is no connection between the freebie and your core offer. So you have to really think strategically about why you created the lead magnet, what is the next step, and when are you going to introduce your main offer. So I think that that's a key point that I want to come across with to make it happen. Okay, so let's talk about digital or non-digital freebies. What works best? So I think that the freebie does not have to be digital at all. Sometimes when we listen to webinars or to experts, they talk about getting online and have an online business. But the truth is, for service-based businesses that we serve at Business Heroes, a lot of our service providers meet their people in their delivery. They meet their ideal clients, their customers, their potential customers in an office or in a studio or in like a setting or somewhere where they meet their clients. And they might not even use online that much or digitalize so much. So let's be real and think about how we can do to use real world experience sometimes if we are not online to attract our clients. So we can use a lot of different things when it comes to digital freebies, like I said before, PDFs, checklists, video training, quizzes, challenges. Could be webinars, free courses, a lot of different things. But the non-digital freebies could be free consultations or samples, mini workshops, or trial experiences in person. So I would like to talk about I would like to tell you about my background. My background is I had like a digital agency for 15 plus years, and we had one of the best strategies that we used to get people into our world, into our business, and into clients was not sales calls. It was not cold outreach. It was not ads. It was hosting breakfast seminars in a hotel in the center of Stockholm. And we invited both potential clients, because we love to have something that you always can invite people to. So if you have a conversation, they say, well, oh, that sounds interesting. And then you can say, okay, do you know what? In 2 weeks' time, I'm having a seminar on this topic. Would that be interesting for you to come to a breakfast seminar? We include breakfast in that. It's totally free. And you can come and see what we do and what we are all about. And most people say yes. And it was also for our clients that haven't bought the next step, or they were in a retainer agreement with us and we wanted to make them happy, like a customer reward, a customer experience. And we gave them like 30 minutes to come before with the seminar to grab their breakfast at that hotel, because they had hotel guests anyway for breakfast. So we just bought the breakfast for them, and we had a room that we got all for free just because we bought the breakfast for them. And they had like round tables, and they sat down at that table and they start talking. And they were talking about the idea of, why are you here? Have you been here before? Have you worked with them? Have you seen Sarah talk before? How long have you been doing what you were doing in your business? They were networking. But at the same time, they were taking testimonials. At the same time, they got an experience in a very nice place, and they got to listen to me having a conversation or a seminar or a session for like 45 minutes on a new topic every month. And we did like 10 months a year, and we did it for 10 years. And some people came every single time, and they brought friends. They brought someone else, and we got more people exposed to what we were all about. And they were so happy to be in that situation that they actually raised their hands and say, I had a problem with this, can you help me? Or is someone else in this room knowing how to solve this? And for us, it was not just a one-time freebie. This was an experience for them to see my team, listen to me, understand that we were experts what we did. We were mostly known as a really good web agency building solutions on Joomla as a platform. And we actually had problems before we started doing the seminar series to, when you're doing something and you deliver one service, and your clients come back to you and say, hey, I bought this service at another place. Can you please collaborate? Because I think that would be good for the benefit of the project. And you realize that they have no clue that you also have that service, but you didn't have a natural way of telling them, or you told them in the initial presentation, or it's on the website. Maybe they saw something in the emails, but they didn't get it. So for us, they bought like CEO services or hosting or something else somewhere else, and they wanted us to collaborate. And I'm all for collaboration, but it was on me that I didn't tell them that we had a bigger expertise, that we knew marketing automation, that we knew how to connect the website with a form, with an email, or we knew how to do e-commerce and ads. They had no clue sometimes, and that was on us. But what I did when we started doing the seminar series was to say, hey, do you know what? Now we're going to talk about how you can take a landing page on your website and put a form and get a follow-up. Or this is how you can do an online calendar for this. Or this is how you can make a faster website so Google loves you more. Or here's how you can write so you really get search engine optimized to attract more people that are searching for your words and your phrases. And suddenly they started to realize, our clients, that they say, hey, do you know what? I don't know if you do this, but are you? Because if you are, I love to stay with you and give you more money and get more of you, because I know you, I know that you're doing good things. And sometimes we didn't do it, but we got to bring a partner into this conversation. So we had someone else standing on our stage. So I had people from Norway and other places to come and stand in our place and have a seminar, and I just had some Q&A in the end with them. And if the people in the room wanted to grab one of the time-limited offers that we had, or we said scarcity, it's like we can't just grab 10 people, 10 clients this month to do this. So if you want to be one of the first one to sign up for this price, you have to get back in the room and talk to one of our teammates and schedule your first initial call with us, or the first initial meeting. And sometimes when I had the partners, we did the same thing for them. And then we had a commission based to us. So, and because I knew my clients, I knew what they wanted, and I knew how they would react. If I would put someone on stage when they've been watching us and being maybe on 2 or 3 breakfasts every year, and they just kept in touch, we had a longer client relationship. We had a bigger turnover per client, and it didn't cost us that much to get new clients in. And since we said, like, grab a person, grab a friend, find someone from your network that can join you, we'd be happy to host them as well and invite them for a free breakfast. And they did. So for us, when you come into the grid, you will see that there was a lot of places that we worked with freebies in that sense. So another way of doing those kind of things are like webinars or things when it comes to the digital world. But I think that the in-person aspect, if you are local as a business, this is something I would really think that could be one of the best lead magnets for you if you want to. Okay, let's move on. So this is a business heroes grid. This is the grid that we use as a framework in probably all our trainings, our memberships, our workshops. And for us, it's a way of strategizing, stepping back from the day to day in the business, looking at your business and finding out where your gaps are and see where you can put your focus and energy to improve that bit that you found, the gap, that improvement place that you want to improve. And I'm not going to go through this at all, how it's structured today, because there is a free training you get access to. You can look at the link in like around this film. And you also have this in one of the later slides. So you can go through this grid with me. On-demand training is less like an hour, and it's work with it, so you can actually make notes and improve where you have your ideal clients, what their customer journey looks like, and how you support it during that time. So I'm not going to go through it in detail because there is other trainings for that. But I want to tell you that I want you to figure out where in the customer journey, where they are, because this is where they are at the moment. They are in this place. They're walking through that journey, and you are supporting them with your actions that you do here. And when you do those actions, this is where you could offer a freebie. So you can offer a freebie in the beginning of the customer journey and help them when they are thinking about how to create awareness and problems and needs. And if they are in the research and consideration, what kind of freebie could you use here to make them, like you can educate them about the research and how you can educate them so they consider you as one of the service providers. And when they're making the decision, delivering use, and then you have to become a loyal ambassador. And that's why we also use the freebie in this place to make sure that we make them want to stick with us. We want to help service them. When we had the web agency, we had support, retention. We had different solutions like a subscription that made them feel safe and secure, and they always like reach out and get help as soon as they wanted. That was awesome for them and for us as well. So think about what we can do there. Even if they had a retainer on support, I could also give them introduction to other services that we could help them with, that at the time when they started their project of actually developing their first website or their fifth website or whatever, then that was not on the table because that was the key focus on that project. But there is other projects that we could do with them, and I want to introduce them as well to those kind of solutions for micro problems again, and then get them to be interested in to have a conversation with us and have that solution as a paid solution for them. So that's the thing when we talk about the lead magnet. And you can have different lead magnets. Like I said, you can have something in the beginning. What can that be? Would that be a checklist, a guide, something that could be easy? Could that be if you are an in-person company and you might be a chiropractor, or you could be a physical therapist? If you have a booth in a mall and you give like 10 minutes of stress release or something, that's a freebie. So how would you then, if they sat down, you did this for 10 minutes, how would you follow up with that person so you don't lose them in this, but you actually get them to get more and more involved? It could be that they can get access to a free training, that they can do some exercises based on where they had their stress. They go back on their phone or on the computer, they have some exercises that they can do like a morning routine. That will be solving more problems for them. And how can you then get them to come to one of your classes or one of your treatments or something else? So really think about it's a strategic way of actually placing the lead magnet exactly where each and every single person are that comes into your world. And if you think about Google and search engine optimization, you think about ads, where are the customer in their journey right now? And can you identify that so you can like bubble up these freebies exactly when they need it? So this is a framework that I know works. This is a framework that makes it clear. Otherwise, it's usually you bundle everything up into one single project and say, hey, we get to have new customers. Let's do a lead magnet. I know that works. It doesn't. If you don't think about, here is the solution that we want to sell and we want to offer to our clients. And we need a lead magnet to help us introduce our offers to them. So what is that? And how do we follow up between the lead magnet and the offer that we have? Is it a call? Is it what is it? Is it a free trial? What kind of thing could work for you? And I will tell you that no lead magnet will be a lead magnet that turns potential clients to clients if it's not done for them. And most of my clients that comes into our memberships or our programs where I coach individually, they haven't niched down their target group enough. So they try to talk about so many different problems, so many different needs, so many different age groups, cultures, like all these things. They say, hey, everybody that has a wallet and money, I will be happy to help them. Like it doesn't, then you are too blend, you are too wide in your lead magnets. So niche something down so much that it's a first natural step to come into your program or to your consultants or come into your world. And this is important because if you don't, you shouldn't advertise that lead magnet. You shouldn't spend time doing it because when you find the right one, it's going to trickle in naturally. And they're going to be so happy that they found you and they're going to lean in and say, this was so good. Can I work with you? Do you take time? Do you take more clients? Or do you have a bigger team so I can work with someone else in your team? Like, that's what we want. We want it to be magnetic. We want them to lean in and say, hey, I want more. But if it's too wide, they feel like, okay, that was nice, but it's not leading anywhere. It's not shifting their mindset. It's not shifting their state. It's not transforming them a bit. And I also want to say that one of the big problems that people have with their lead magnets, it's that they make them too massive. It should be like in Sweden, we have something called the smorgasbord. And that's like when we have a buffet, everybody brings different dishes and we have that as our main course when we have small parts of every dish at the buffet. And you should not bring everything into one lead magnet. They're going to be stuffed. They're not going to be hungry for more. So you have to think about how can I give them a part of a small dish just to give them a taste what I can give them. But they still need to have a taste and they need to have that experience that they feel like, wow, I want to have more about this. Where can I find more? When you get to that state, you have something. But if you do over deliver in your lead magnet, they will say, that was awesome. Thank you so very much. I'm going to go and do it myself. Or I don't need you because you solved everything of my problems. So make it tangible, short, concise, something that they can read on one page or in an hour on a webinar or something that's sweet and short. Why it worked for us to have these breakfast seminars in person was that everybody needs to eat anyway. And they said like it didn't take much more time. It's just that I didn't eat at home or on the way to office. I just came to you guys and I have a good time. I met a lot of new people that I connected with, and I got a lot of new inspiration. And I also got some things that we can bring back to our company and change, so we can help our customers even better. So think about how much time it takes to consume and how much they have to think to consume. If it's too much, it's not a good lead magnet. So think about that, because I think that's important, because the idea is not to make them stuffed. It's to make them hungry for more. Okay, I just want to give you like the visual that in these boxes, that's where you can do the freebie. But in between, we need to have the follow-up to make it easy for them to take the next step. So one email and then invite them to the next thing. A few emails and get them to be on a call, or whatever your process is to get clients. But you have to have that kind of follow-up. And when are you going to reach out to them in this process to say, do you know what? I saw that you were not signed up for this. You should come. And we did that all the time, but we didn't call strangers. We didn't call a cold list. We called people that already were on our list that we thought should be at that position at that time. So I said before, if you haven't gone through our free training yet, please do. It's all for free. You can use it on the phone. You can use it on the computer. It's less like an hour. It's on demand. So I will take you step by step. There is a workbook so you can make notes all the way. And the idea is to identify your ideal clients and get to know them better than they know themselves. So they feel like when you come out with your lead magnet, that it feels like you've been spying on them, that you've been a fly on the wall when they said it, or maybe they haven't articulated it yet, but you did. When you know your clients that well, it's easy to get to figure out what do they need in their customer journey, which is the next thing that you will map out with me in this training. And then you will see, what do I do today to support my customer journey? And where can I add lead magnets? Or maybe remove a lead magnet that I realize is too wide now or too massive, so it's not digestible. So come to my training if you haven't gone through it. And if you have been into my training, please leave a comment and tell me what you think. And if you are one of the people that feel like, do you know what? I love to do this, but I'm not going to put the time in to do it. I need someone who keep me accountable to actually make it happen. And even if you are a solo entrepreneur or if you have a team, it's still you that need to make the strategic decisions on what's going on in your business. And if you want help with that and you want to join a community of like-minded service-based businesses that want to level up with Business Heroes Academy, I'm happy to have you on the wait list. There is no obligation, but you will be the first one to know when we open again in February. And you will also be the one who can grab the time-limited bonuses as well. And I want to do a shout out for our workshop. We have workshops every single month. And one of the upcoming workshops is about creating a freebie and make the follow-up sequences for that. Whatever that follow-up sequence is. It doesn't have to be email sequences. It can be something else that you will do. And we will work together for 3 hours. And it's a live workshop online. So 3 hours, we will work together. I will show you what I do when I do it. I will show you how I do different things and how you plan it out and how you work alongside AI with ChatGPT and make the process even faster, more creative, more fun, and especially takes the time down so you don't have to wait too long to actually present your new freebie and your follow-up to your ideal clients and get them to be your clients with this magnetic ideal lead magnet that you created. So if you are one of those that is not going to pencil in, I'm going to do this in your calendar, pencil in that workshop. It's in the end of February, and I will paste a link in the comments underneath this video, and I will be happy to have you there. And if you have any questions about this with the lead magnets and how you do things with it and how you will do the process and anything that I talked about today, please leave the comments underneath this video, or send me a DM and I will jump on a call with you and talk about it. So I'll be happy to have that conversation. Okay, so I will end this now and say that it's time to level up. Every single week we can level up a little bit more with more knowledge, more insight, more strategies, but there's not going to happen anything in your business. It's going to be the same as last week and the week before if you are not making a change. So I want you to get into action. So if you're not getting into action yourself, come to us and we will help with one of our programs, or get into the free training, map it out and calendar that into your calendar and pencil it in and get moving, because I know that you also can level up. Thank you for today. Bye.